Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Mysidian Jump Club tonight. We have our two racers set up. On the left, we have Antidale, founder of the Mysidian Jump Club. And on the right, we have Jay Prunter, looking to make a name for himself against the founder of the club. Bad Karma is going to run us through everyone who's working behind the scenes tonight.
Yeah, I'm Bad Karma. I'm in here with Poorly Drawn Beast, who did that lovely introduction. We've got Solaris poking some buttons, lighting things up for us, making sure that we don't say anything silly up here, and making his restreaming debut. We've got Joe Fuzz doing the restreaming, rolled the seed, and what a seed we have here tonight for this jump race with a Sid start. Look at these objectives.
What do we got here? This is my first time seeing them. Complete the Giant Babio, complete the sealed cave, trade away the pigtail, get edge, liberate the barren castle. We know the fifth one is probably going to be very, very quick thanks to the press speed jump flag. You can go check that out right away. And hopefully Edge is somewhere kind of, maybe he's even at barren castle. Maybe we can see two objectives done within 3 minutes, which would be a very exciting start to the seed.
Yeah, as someone who does like doing the jump race, I've been tripped up on these new some of the updates for season 3 that Antidale's given us. One of them being, we're getting the sealed cave now as a standard one. We've always traded away the pink tail. Now with the giant, this is a vanilla giant or giant percent. So there's not a character waiting for you at the end of the Giant of Babel as we are underway.
Oh, here's my team right here. We got Yang as the secondary character. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a little bit of looting to get some gear for our lads here. And we'll see how our runners diverge after the initial looting.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good combo. Sid's always a great start. He's very powerful early on. Yang needs some levels. I love him, but he's not going to punch hard until later. And that hook is required, though, for turning in that pigtail.
Yes, love to start with half an objective right off the bat.
Yep, and we are going to go, we will see where our runners decide to go first. There's a lot of options. If you are unaware or new to the Mysidian Jumping Club, we got the push B to jump flag on, which allows our runners to do some crazy things, as you're going to see as Antidale immediately jumping into Barren Castle here, going for this loot.
Oh, he might even be going for that 3-minute objective. I am so here for this. Meanwhile, we have Jay Bronter going for the free key item from Edward. We're going to see what he picks up from the bedward here. And we got ourselves a Dragoon hat. I mean, Sid can put that on if nothing else.
That's great early gear for Sid. He's going to be pretty tanky. This is some good routing. I feel like we are not doing any D-miss hunting. Boss hunts with push B to jump when we're skipping a whole lot of bosses. Not always that fun. So Edward giving us the key items. Really nice, good first stop. And we're going to see jumping is allowed on the overworld.
Oh, it looks like Jay Brunter is going to see who the Hulk character is, which is interesting. We'll see if he decides to go underground and do the freebies down there, or if he backs out and maybe decides to do more of the overworld first.
Yeah, I'm personally a fan of going underground. I like getting this character check out of the way. I like getting some of this loot, checking these gated shops, and then checking the gated shops and triggering Sheila 1. It's a good, nice, easy loop to kind of get things going. So we'll see how far Jay Burner wants to take as Antidale is heading to Damson.
To see which character is on the hook route first. We're gonna, that is a Tella and a Sparkle. Well, that's one Sparkle out of the pool. We don't know which Sparkle it is, and we're probably not going to find out. But we'll see if how excited Jay Brunter is about this Tella here.
Yeah, that we're gonna be skipping that boss if Jay Brunter decides to go underground. With this jump flag, there's, like I said earlier, a number of ways to kind of just sequence break out of here. So we're gonna be seeing jumping over walls, jumping over gaps, jumping over bosses. In a lot of cases, there's a number of locations that are free and open right off the bat. You don't need the twin harp. So if you are a big music lover out there, we're probably not gonna hear that twin harp tune until the end of the race.
Especially not with a boss hunt. There is literally no reason to hear music. We're sorry, everyone. Not sorry.
It's probably going to be a Zelda song anyway.
Yeah.
260.
We've heard all the Zelda songs over and over again anyway.
Yeah, and chat just pointed out, Antidel got an Ochre Axe, and Jbrun got a Thunderclaw. So, a couple of good, nifty items that are really big for our characters. Sid's gonna be swinging pretty hard. Yang's gonna be able to explore a number of Thunder weaknesses.
Oh, that is a CPU at the top of tower. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh no!
That's just a decent amount of. Oh, are we going for it? Are we going for it?
Oh, no. Cheeky, so that's a really interesting thing. If you were expecting a save room there, that actually, the way the return tiles and stuff work, that's actually a loot room. And pulling a Gungnir Spear, that is a big pickup that not a lot of people really consider.
Someday we might be able to find a cave to see, or even if Edge comes along, he can toss it for some decent damage, maybe on those orbs or maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, so it's interesting you pointed out that the CPU is there, because where Antidel jumped there, or Jay Brunter jumped there, you can actually walk up to Luke's spot and take that boss on the way down there. Because of the way the tiles work and the floors, if that's an easy boss, you can get that checked out of the way, and it's right along your path. It's a really great heads up play to go and know where you can and can't jump with this flag set.
I know myself, I still have to learn some of the tower jumps. I have to learn base jumping at some point, but yeah, going back to the point there, like if you see something like, say, a waterhead that you can just hold A and win, or even if it's like Bahamut and you have your star veils, you can just like pop up one star veil and then just like juggle back and forth with some life potions and stuff until he mega nukes himself a bunch. And yeah, there's a lot you can do early on, but CPU is not going to be one of them.
No, not at all. And I'm hoping Jay Brunner shows off here. In the Fey March, you can actually jump into that middle area.
Which, personally, that weirds me right out. That's not how gravity works.
Oh, Darkness Crystal in the free chest.
Well, okay, so we have the entire overworld now.
The world is our runner's oysters.
Including the moon? Like a moon oyster?
Hey, it could be. Now, one really nice check that's available is you can jump all the way down to the ribbon room and skip that boss and get 2 checks out of the way.
Oh, absolutely. It always disappoints me when I go to like the plague room afterwards and you have to fight the boss there, and it's like, oh, right, I can't just skip all of them.
No, unfortunately not. And doing that particular check has actually saved me in a race before. So it is nice. It looks like Antidel is going to be heading to Cave Magnus. Oh, that's a...
I saw Leviathan and Odin. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
a comeback later kind of situation.
That's a comeback never kind of situation.
Meanwhile, we're going to skip over that music. We're going to see what's basically the freebie in Cave Magnus as Jay Bruncher does a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. Did Antidel pick up an exit or anything in his looting and shopping early on?
I don't believe so, but I could also be wrong.
Hey,
textile designer.
Very nice.
It's a nice, honest career there.
What kind of textiles do you think that dwarf designs?
He's a freelancer. He does whatever people bring to him.
Nice. That's just underappreciated.
Oh! I thought Baron Castle was going to be the first objective here, but look at me being wrong. Looks like we've got ourselves a pink tail.
Well, one of the exciting things about the Mysidian Jump Club, the Adamant flag is turned on.
Oh, so one of our boys is going to be all bulked up and ready to go with all those extra stats, plus 15 like everything.
Yep, reduced damage and the... Wow, like... Antidel is not going to be hurting to take any fight.
So who would you slap it on here? I slap it on Yang, but I also have a problem.
I think Sid, and again, it goes back to earlier. If we were later in the seed, or we had some levels and stuff like that, and it was still just these two somehow, then I would agree with you with Yang. But I think Sid's going to be the carry until we get some more people.
We could have Yang hitting for more than 63 damage. It'd be great.
Like 67 damage?
It's still an improvement.
It is. Don't get me wrong.
Speaking of which, he's picking up that adamant armor right now as Jay Brunter comes back up to the overworld. But yeah, that Solaris pointing out in chat that Sid has that Ogre Axe, that Adamant Ogre Axe. Probably gonna make for a pretty free overworld here.
And Jay Brunter making the harp check. This is gonna pay off big for him. Antidel did not find any exits, so did have to walk out of Cave Magnus. Looks like he might be going to Zot. Oh nope, checking the bin.
Yeah, he didn't get the freebie yet. He hasn't been over this way. He did give Magnus first. I would love nothing more than for him to just like rush Tower of Zot, but I feel like that's not actually a play most people do.
Well, I mean, Ogre Axe, Adamant, Sid, plus the 2 characters at the top. You know, Antidel doesn't have the Tella. Jay Brunner hasn't gone to Ordeals to level up the Tella yet. But if Jay Brunner, yeah, there it is. Let Sid hit things.
I mean, Sid only hits things. I mean, whoever uses his other command, like, it's a terrible meme. It's why Rydia has the beams, because she never actually gets to hit things.
I know, but people want to, like, make Sid throw potions. Like, let him hit things.
Oh, he will be hitting things soon, I assure you that.
Antidel showing off some excellent jumping here around the Tower of Zot. Unfortunately, not very many ways around this floor. You know, just gotta do the walk, but here there's a lot of jumping here.
Yes, especially once you get to these rooms here, you can just jump all over, get all these chests, skip the first boss, go straight to the save point, whatever you want to do. You just kind of do whatever you want in this room once you get here.
Yeah, I've run into Wyvern enough times at the top of Zot, I will save it every time.
But it takes like 4 seconds to save your game. That's a time loss.
I know it is, but so is wiping the Wyvern and having to walk all the way back up.
See, look, Antidel knows the score. Oh, hey. So we know where Demus is. Oh yeah, Demus doesn't do anything in this seed. Never mind.
No, unfortunately not.
There's Arcane. For that Gungnir Lance that Antidel doesn't have yet.
That is true. The question will be, does Antidel get it?
See who's going to fight here in a second as Jay Brunter gets his airship up off the ground here. Or hovercraft, I should say.
Oh, there was a White Lance in the starter kit. Of course we want Kane.
Small confession time, I never see what's in the starter kit.
Same here. I missed it completely as well. I saw a whole bunch of things. Everything went fast. And... oh!
This is a mini grind, I guess.
Oh,
trying to be optimistic here.
I mean, Sid's just gonna chuck away at these things. It's unfortunately gonna take a little bit of time. Antidel does have some J items with some of the looting, so hopefully we'll exhaust them, get some levels.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a great shape to just bully the rest of the overworld after this. I'm one of those weird people. I don't mind all Gauntlet. It's a mini grind, especially with these J edits. It's just gonna blow right through with some of these fights here.
Yep, switching Kane to the Blizzard Sphere in case he does have to hit something. A lot of these monsters are weak to ice. Not those ice beasts, though.
No, not so much.
Has a Grimoire for those. Maybe he'll roll...
Maybe he'll roll Chocobo! Okay, that works.
An old man with a staff?
Can Grimoire even roll things like Imp or Chocobo or anything like that?
I can roll Chocobo. I don't know about him. Chat, what do you think? Somebody out there? Anybody know? Can Grimoire roll the Cockatrice, the Mage, and the Imp?
So that's fight number 4?
Yeah, and Antidote's making really short work of his Alt Gauntlet.
Yeah, the early loading is really paying off here in terms of the time that he's just saving here. He only really has to do one of these fights for more than a few seconds. Oh, there we go. Yang, kick for 42. You can do it, buddy.
Ooh. Look at that monk. He's so lazy, just laying on his back, letting the old man just, start hitting these things with his axe.
He kicked 4 things at once, okay? Or 3 things at once.
He's tired.
Yeah. You ever kick 3 things at once? It's hard work. I only have 2 legs. I don't know about you.
Yeah? excuse me a minute. I need to go check on why I can't figure out if I have 2 legs or not.
Anyway, we are through this all gauntlet here. We're going to go through this rest of this cutscene here. Safe in the knowledge that we got Arcane with a few levels, and we're going to see what the reward is. As Jay Prunter defends Pablo from the land octopus coming up through the stone tile. This makes no sense, but whatever. It's what Free Enterprise is all about.
Hey, this octopus just wants to come and attack a castle. All right, that's been her lifelong dream. You know, I assume it's female because it's a ma'am. I know that's a translation issue. But it's coming out of the stone and it's making it work.
Except this fight's going to be so afraid. I don't know if you can really say it's making it work at all. Looks like we got the package from Zox, so not the most exciting thing here. But for all we know, that's where Edge could be, so...
Yeah, with the character hunt, that's still a big thing to get. We are getting Liberate Baron Castle objective number 5 here shortly. We will see who is impersonating the king. Ha ha!
The guy with the dragon and the laughing. This is great.
Getting those 2 annoying fights right out of the way.
Yeah, we could be looking at a very free moon if it comes up. And just a litter staff from Kabul there, but, you know, free interest, some experience, I guess.
Telekin hit things.
Telekin sometimes hit things, even for upwards of an entire 200 damage, as I saw earlier tonight.
I mean, 200's a lot, no.
Not so much against Zerabus.
Okay, not yet, no.
Alright, so it looks like Sid's gonna get the free Star Veil of Life here, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, surprisingly high magic here. Gomez can be really annoying in this spot. Ooh, just a black shirt. Sheila 1 with, you know, not having the goods. Maybe Sheila 2 later on. But
Jabron does have that Darkness Crystal, so he does have something to show for his efforts. He could maybe go to the moon and do that free ribbon check, or take a look around there. We'll see what he does next, as this gold best should be going down any second now.
Yep, does have Ordeal still available as well. Tella's in the party. Maybe find a good 5th character. Do a D-Machine grind and clean out the Giant of Babel.
That's also an option. And yeah, you can just stomp all over the rest of the seed from there on out. Plus, Ordeals is super free with the jump seat, with the jump flag. Skip the first 2 bosses. Pretty easy to set up as well. It's jump over the first boss, take a step, jump 2 more times, and you're in.
Yeah, it's a really nice, smooth jump when you get that. It's one of my favorites personally, when you can just kind of make it look fluid and seamless.
Oh, when you don't even do the setup for it? It's so
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, my favorite jump in doing all this is actually in Lunar Subterrane, jumping over to the Crystal Sword Altar on the way down, just to kind of route that in to do it.
Yeah, another one of those ones where you sequence break, and if you try to go through the wrong door, you just warp back somewhere else.
Yep. Ooh, Jabron got the first fight, wasn't anticipating. Good thing he did save though.
So, there's the second fight there. So we know maybe he's checking the bosses, getting some info. Yang and Baron guards.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but what's in the trash can? Ooh, the tower key.
Tower key. And just a pour for the character there. Not as exciting as an Edge, nor as necessary, but let's see what could change there.
Yeah, here's the thing. Jabron is actually sitting here a Luca key or an Edge away from Goma.
Oh, that's true, yes.
Party Rock in the changing closet with a vanilla DKC.
And we see Rubicante in the first slot there. He's not going to have time to get up his security blankie to protect himself from all the scary elements. He's just going to go down in one hit.
This, I mean, not that Antil's going to have any issues with this. He's going to wait and get the life lock going here. We really don't have any good mage killing gear. No Rune Axe. I think we have some mute arrows, but no good bow.
But yeah, with that adamant armor, like, Ashra's hits aren't going to do anything in the city here. We're just gonna wait it out, lifelock probably about 6 hits or so, and then the fight's done. Meanwhile, Jay Brunter has gotten through the Ordeals fight here. Got the Earth Crystal. We'll see if he bothers checking the armory, or if he goes and chases the key item instead.
tried to queue up the row whip for him, and Asura was having none of that.
Nope, just this is a one-on-one fight now, friend.
This is you know, Sid was the last one standing, I think, at the All Gauntlet. Soloed Golbez pretty much. Soloed Asura.
Yeah, it turns out armor's pretty good.
Or it's just Sid. Let Sid hit things.
Sorry, I refuse to give him any credit.
Rat Tail's nice though. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, double dip into the grotto, but at the same time, it's a quick, easy check. The hovercraft's already over there for Antidale. Got a Dark Knight Cecil for his troubles.
If he gets the sealed, if he gets the Luke key that gives him access to the sealed cave, he'll be one step closer to go mode himself.
And with that free darkness crystal, you know, there's no way that you know, he doesn't check it.
Yeah, and he will get that darkness crystal eventually, probably when he goes downtown to look around there. We'll see if he also clears out both parts of the tower or anything like that. Meanwhile, Rubicante actually lives long enough to do a fire or 2 counter here, so we'll see how Jay Brunter handles the Ashura after that. I don't know if he has a good weapon for Sid there. Looks like he's using some sort of bow and arrow there that he ran out of arrows on.
Yeah, I don't know who's wearing J-Brun's admin armor, but this could be a reset if it's not Yang, because Sid punching things is not going to be fun times.
Looking through the inventory there is an Aegis shield, which is kind of nice. Oh no, we only have poison arrows. Alright, this could take a hot minute, unfortunately. Tilla does have his spells, though, so he could always cast a wall off Ashura for now. Or he could just die in one hit.
Yeah, Tilla just got a little tired. Still bring it up.
See, Yang power punching for 300. There he is, being a lad. So meanwhile, while Jay Brunter takes a admittedly slower Ashura fight here, we'll see what Antidale does next.
Yeah, Antidale's running out of some checks here in the overworld, so definitely is going to have to be making that jump into the hook route here soon.
Or everyone could just stop fading Antlion Cave. How do we know the Luca key's not there?
It very well could. I mean,
yes.
I know my personal route, you know, I do what Jay Brunner did, and then I come up, I hit Ordeals, and then I hit Fabul, Antlion, and Zod. So everybody does their own path, everybody does their own thing. Sure, Antlion will get hit eventually.
So we'll see Jay Brunter now going to see if he wants to liberate Baron Castle. He is going to find a nasty surprise there, but he has fewer party members, so this might be a little easier for him there.
Yeah, only has the 3 party members. Golbez is only going to take out one of them, so hopefully it's the right one. Hey, there's a Twin Harp.
Hey, let's go get some mute. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
No.
It's a key item.
Yeah, it's one closer to 10. It's the only reason he's not resetting out of that.
Yeah, up to 7. That's good. We've had a few checks where we've gotten some items, so I'm beginning to think maybe the moon's not haunted this time. Possibly, maybe.
Possibly, but you know, you never know. It's just basically just looking for the Luca key here, aren't we? Other than the characters, so for all we know, that could be hidden like on 1-2 spots of the tower or anything like that. And Team Nevermoon will be vindicated once again for their decisions.
Yeah, still a lot of checks. Oh, Antidale's going to give us a look at this treasury.
Alright, let's see what he finds in the treasure here as we go through the whole cutscene on Jay Brunter's side here. Dragon doesn't take down anybody. Tried to hit, presumably, whoever's wearing the adamant armor, and then just kind of buggered off.
Yeah, now we do have to keep in mind this is a T-Pro treasury, so that for what we got out of there, I'm going to give it a 6.5. And I say that because it's a lot of money.
Utility there. You can put a Zork robe on Tella once you get him, or don't really have much else to say beyond that in terms of equipment.
Well, there's some ninja jammies in there. Jay Brother's gonna really like getting the ogre axe because he did not find the one that Antidel found.
True that.
Some coffins in there for if we do find some sirens, you know, we can get some easy levels, you know, by taking out some eggs.
So we're gonna see Golbez melt and shake here as we get the Forum and our award out of the trash bin. Meanwhile, Antidale doing a little bit of shopping, doing a bit of a fire sale on his inventory here.
Yeah, a lot of big money items here. Gonna get probably some more coffins, hourglasses, everything here in the shop that you would want and more.
Absolutely, and we're gonna check the other shops here as well. Pretty decent shops here sometimes. He's saying no to the selection of armor.
Ooh.
Nothing interesting in the weapons there either.
That is, oh man, that is a disappointing weapon and armor shop.
Dragoon gear is nice, but not something you usually want to pay for if you can avoid it.
No, not at all. You can typically, you know, either get it, as we've already gotten a Dragoon helm for a reward. An Antidale, not wanting to tell him, not wanting to use the time.
Doesn't even see him, just goes right by, hand over the eyes. We don't see tell of that fella in this household.
No time for somebody who's just gonna sleep on the floor for the second half of the scene. You know, there's a mop out there somewhere.
There always is. Except for when he's banned, but whatever. Who's keeping track of these things?
Not in this flag set, anyway. Now, here's the interesting thing, though. Antidale's got a decently powered party. Might take the CPU.
He does, but he also has the tower key, so he might do both at once. We'll see what he chooses to do here.
Checking Miss Cave. That's interesting. What's J-Run looking for?
Forgot about the Demus thing like I did earlier. Because, did he do Zot yet? No, he hasn't.
He has not done Zot yet.
So yeah, he might be thinking of Demus time here. Whether it's force of habit or just a little slip of the mind on the flag set. It's not often you play with the free key in there, so it's completely understandable.
Yep, and you called it. Antidale immediately. Oh, wait, nope. That could be a fake out.
Up, down. Oh, he wants to do a little bit of shopping first. Visit our favorite textile designer there.
Yeah, it could also still be looking for sirens as well. Has, like you said, the coffins that I think he's got 5 now. And with what he sold, and he's probably a little broke.
While we're getting the redux on the treasury here. So that crystal helmet's good for money too. Black shirt would be fine for Tell, since or that he already has a Tell in his party, so the sword rope, he might be a little more excited to see that.
Yeah, I think really the big things for J-Run there, that Sork robe, that ogre axe, samurai bow even, if you can find some decent arrows. But yeah, this Sid is now a happy engineer.
Meanwhile, Antidale going downtown, gonna see he's gonna get his Darkness Crystal, see where he goes from there, and if he decides that he's feeling feisty enough to take on that Odin or Leviathan. I know the answer is no, I just want to bring it up.
Well, I mean, I think if he had found the sirens,
yeah,
he probably would look at that Odin and Leviathan with Thunderclaw Yang with some levels. Probably would think about it.
Instead, we just have some Bacchus Wines. He's going to be buying some of those. That makes Zerka Struts pretty easy. Probably looking at Zerka Struts for Zermus at this point, unless something changes soon.
Yeah, typically, you know, with the amount of loot we get, you know, in Jump Club and the characters that are out there, is Antidale not even going to check those Fate March bosses?
Nope, doesn't care. He does not see them.
He knows he's a character check from Go Mode or a key item. So Dwarf Castle, next stop.
Yep. I might even, if Edge isn't here, just go straight to the moon, Lunar Dia, see if Edge is up there.
He might pick the package along the way, just because it's quick to run in and out.
True that. So yes, all sorts of character checks available to him, so yeah, this is definitely just going to be face-checking characters.
Yeah, the only character check that's not available to Antidale is Sand Ruby.
Which if that one winds up being required, be a little frustrating to say the least, but for now we see Dr. Luque at the first spot, and we already know the second spot is Demist, so this Dwarf Castle isn't too bad. He should be able to get through that.
Yeah, again, adamant armor, Sid. Not gonna struggle here. Looks like that white spear actually came from the Flame Dog chest, because that's where Jay Brown just picked it up.
Yeah, and it looks like he's doing the first fight here. Or he's definitely just checking the bosses. He's checking them off. He wanted to see the Calbrina dolls, and now he knows that it's not out there.
Yeah, and he's gonna see the Demons here shortly.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just checking like all the bosses, or if he's just keeping an eye out for like a couple of the nasty ones, so he knows he doesn't have to fight them later.
Yeah, it's a good strategy in that regard to, keep track of your bosses. If you're new to Free Enterprise, that is something to always keep a note. You want to know what kind of potential you could run into on a moon or sealed cave or some of the other ruder spots. We do have a required giant, so that TPU fight could be a number of root fights. You definitely want to make sure that you're prepared enough.
And so far, we haven't seen anything that's super free either, which is nice. Like, for all we know, the giant could be Water Hagen to save King Queen Eblan or something nice like that, which is something you always want to see. And that's, the odds of that go up ever so slightly with all of these boss checks that we see that are not the free ones.
Ooh, showing off the Holy Cast with the White Lance.
Oh, he's going to operate the machine manually now. We'll see if we can dodge the explosion here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue.
That's interesting. Jabron did the cutscene with the Earth Crystal?
Oh, what is he? He's trying the door now.
Oh, he might be stuck. I think you're stuck. You've got to go through that. When you try and come back out and you trigger that cutscene, then... There
you go. He's at the second boss right now.
You got this, Jabron.
Yeah.
It's just the alt gauntlet. Nothing to be scared of at all.
Especially, he probably has some J items in his inventory by now.
Oh, most of the party's down. He was probably wanting to get like a save or something like that once he saw, who the characters were.
Right. But now once he, it looks like, he's gonna life up some people. He's gonna throw some Cure 2 pots. He should be fine here.
The board face AI though saying not having any of that. Kane was gonna try and heal that Tella, and not sure if it was the lizard or the EP girl, but
once he gets down to just one enemy here, it'll be a lot easier to start reviving the rest of the party here.
Or just go for it.
Yeah, just hold A for the next 3 or 4 minutes and let Sid do his thing.
Antidale, though, through the Dr. Luque fight. Gonna be met with Demas here shortly.
So we'll see if he has what it takes to take out Demas before turning the mist the first time there.
Yeah, haven't found any really fantastic Cecil weapons yet. We do have the Ogre Axe, that can go from Sid to Cecil. We do have, hey, there. Oh, that is go mode for Antidale.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen out there in chat, if you were hoping for a quick one, I think you got your wish. Antidale is in go mode at 32 minutes.
Now, with that said, we still need to find out what's on the giant. We could always have our, Ogo Pogo into Val or, something fun like that. So let's not count all of our chickens or whatever the saying is there.
Yeah, so what'll really be interesting here is... if Antidale goes and checks the package, that means he's probably looking for food.
Right.
He's also, I personally, he's at 8 key items.
Mm-hmm.
So may want to wait till he's got 10, because that CPU spot could be your grind for all your physical fighters.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because once you have your 10 key items, that's what, 300,000 experience?
Yes, and that's yeah.
Yeah, that's just a good chunk for any party there, but especially when you're relying on your physical attackers or whatever. they're more likely to be able to get through that at mid levels, and then yeah, they're in their mid 40s, and you're basically ready at that point.
Yeah, Jabron having a little issue. Sid's adamant armor ogre axe cannot damage the slimes.
Oh, he doesn't seem to have any of those wonderful J items to just blow through them either. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, he used a couple of them earlier, so it's gonna.
There's
there you
Boris.
go.
Yeah. And there's everyone's favorite ghost hand on the left side. So spooky, actually worth being scared of. This cutscene makes way more sense now.
Ghost hand, best hand.
Yeah. Wraithful hands are scary. I get it. It's not like the vanilla hand where it's just like, why don't you just pick it up and throw it away? What are you doing?
I've said this before, though. I've seen the Addams Family. Have you tried to catch Thing? I mean...
Well, not personally, but I'm sure it's hard.
Yeah. It does not look like it would be an easy feat.
I was gonna say, it sounded like you were talking from experience there for a second.
I mean, Addams Family, Evil Dead, you know, you don't want to mess with hands that have been disembodied from their own.
Fair enough. I will take a note of that for later. As Jay Brunter is through the all gauntlet here, going to get that free interest that he was hoping for earlier. Unfortunately, not getting levels on some of his characters there, but yeah, he's through.
Yeah, I think at this point, just getting through that is going to be the win there. You know, it's annoying, yes, but Jay Brun's down to pretty much going to that Dwarf Castle, so going to be rewarded with that edge here shortly.
And then we'll see what option he takes to start getting ready for the big old giant there.
Yeah, and Solaris, our tracker, pointing out, looks like Antidel's triggering Sheila 1, hoping to get 10 key items before going to the giant. Unfortunately, the Fabul defense and Sheila will not give him anything. Maybe we will see that Antlion check.
Please, it is so easy, especially with the jump flags. When you go through like the hidden passage and you somehow jump from the hidden passage into the stairwell, which makes no sense because there's a ceiling there, but whatever.
It works.
It's Jump Club, baby. It's what we do.
I mean, Antidel just jumped over a castle wall.
Look, it makes sense. There's no ceiling there. I can buy jumping over a wall. I can't buy jumping through a ceiling.
No, what's funny though is if you try to jump in the entryway to Fabul, you do hit your head.
Oh, yeah, you get the lovely little noise and everything.
And as our runners are retracing our steps, if you've been out there, you've been joining this race, you know, do give our runners a follow. Antidel and Jay Brunner both putting on a good show for us here. And also, please make sure you give our tracker, give our restreamer, and like I said, Joe Fuzz, first time here. So, you know, he's rolled a good one for us to be sitting here and joining us. Solaris, making sure everything's lit up, everything's looking good. And my co-commentator, Polytron Bees, is killing it up here. I'm just, you know, I'm just hanging out, really.
It helps that I have a wonderful partner on the mic today as well. But yeah, shoutouts to Joe Fuzz. Not like, you know, not a single real issue with the restreaming here. Everything is going super silky smooth. You love to see it.
I mean, is there any other smooth that you would like other than silky smooth? I mean, really, like that's if you're gonna go smooth, silky smooth's the way to go.
I like icy smooth during the summer, but you know, c'est la vie and all that.
All right, where's Antidel gonna go? He's got a package. Is he gonna look for that foo? Is he gonna go to Antlion?
Oh, is this Antlion? Come on, be Antlion. Be Antlion. No, he's just gonna go to the moon.
Going to the moon. Like I said, we do have a team. We do have, you know, we don't have a lot of weaponry. You know, we no holy swords to be found.
Yeah, we're still relying on those ogre axes, and like that's not, you know, at this point in the game, it's far less exciting.
I mean, I won't lie. I've taken an ogre axe into the Zeromus fight.
We all have at some point.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Sure do love to sit there for 40-odd turns. The Berserker party, it's great.
I mean, at that moment, after going through the giant, you definitely throw the adamant armor on Yang.
Yeah.
Let the punch mage punch things.
Exactly. That's what he's there for. It's what he was born to do. Just to set up Power Punch presentations, you know?
Hey, Power Punch presentations are the way you get through any sort of work function whatsoever.
That's what we're calling Zeramus these days, huh?
I mean, every slide in Zeromus fight's different. You know, there's so many options it could be.
Yep. Oh, is it Big Bang again? Oh, okay. Cool. This could have been an email.
Oh,
So,
now going back for the Tele.
Oh, yes, we're doing D machines.
Yeah, so one thing to note, by jumping over Tele earlier, Antidel preserved Tele because the C buy flag is on for the third season of Mysidian Jump Club. So if he had, triggered this cutscene and not jumped over it and said, nope, don't want Tele, then would not be waiting for him in Mysidia.
So now he has his weak caster. He potentially has his anchor. This is a fantastic move by Antidale, but can't really expect anything less from him. He's an amazing player.
Yeah, I'd really like for Anti to go check Antlion though. He's dropping the edge too. That's interesting.
Kind of see it though. Edge does need some good gear to get going, and he's probably not going to be doing much, if any, looting for the rest of the seed here.
Yeah, but long swords are probably available somewhere. And granted, you don't want to go shop hunting for long swords. Don't get, nobody wants to do that. Not that I've done it every time. But still, I think the damage potential for Edge versus Sid and sometimes Kane,
To fill time during a D machine grind here, so someone's gonna have to walk me through the process.
Which one, the D machine grind or shopping for longswords?
Oh, I can talk about shopping for longswords, but when you get into the D machine grind, and I guess it's not as bad when only one person's doing it. It's not like, say, the Highway to Zeramus 3 zone when you frequently had both people doing the same grind at the same time, and you had to talk about the weather, or then you realize that nobody has the same weather.
Oh no, we'll talk about the weather for everybody. Chat, tell us what your weather is like. We will talk about it.
Yes, tell us about your sports teams while we're at it. How about that local Mysidian sports team? I hear they're jumping.
They're definitely jumping. They have the best hops in the league.
All right, so it looks like we're taking Iridia anchor. Bye, Sid. You sure did a few things around. So yeah, it looks like he's still digging for the 10th key item, probably doing the ribbon thing.
Yeah, I like this. This is a minute of your time. It's actually probably the same amount of time of doing Antlion. Between like flying and all that. If you've already come to the moon, to fly back and check Antlion.
I'm so disappointed he didn't check Antlion. It's so easy. Why does everyone hate the Antlion check so much? It's like 800 HP, isn't it, or 1,000?
It's about 1,000. I don't get that one either. Gibron is in go mode now though, has 6 key items, so not in really the same boat as Antidel is. Yeah,
well, it's probably not going to be his product to get 10 key items, but we're seeing he's giving that Ashra another fight. Looks like he wants that Cecil maybe.
I don't blame him there. Especially if you're going to replace Sid with Cecil, that you take all Sid's gear and just throw it on Cecil.
And maybe if he does a D machine grind, since he looks like he has everything he needs for that, we can like slingshot up that Cecil and have him swing for the big damage after just one fight.
Why am I blinking? Where was the package from?
The package was from, I remember I pointed it out, and now I don't remember.
In Ribbon Room was a bump. No, that was the Pinktail, Solaris.
Yeah, it was a Pinktail. Where was package? It was from somewhere. It was from somewhere silly, too.
What has Antidel done that Jabron hasn't?
Yeah, I thought it was Zot for a second, but no. Zot was something else. Anyway, we're not doing package, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, hair dryers. This is interesting. Intel's got plenty of hourglasses. Gonna be looking for these hair dryers. This is a trap chest here on the moon. Also on T Pro, has a good chance for decent chance for tier 7.
See what he gets from this chest here. Meanwhile, Jay Brown looks like he's doing his step manipulation count for the machine. He's not going to waste time looking around for 4 key items or anything like that. He's just going to get his levels and see things through that way.
Yep. Those of you who don't know, during Highway to the 3 Zone, the flag set was meant to try and make it a little bit harder to get the D machine. Normally, there's a step count within the giant that you do. Involves running away from fights. We tried to take running away, and our wonderful community members found a way around it. And they found a new manipulation that you do outside of Baron Castle, and that is what Jay Brown is going for.
Discover the community until like very late into the group rounds there. Did it really even take that long for people to discover this whole manip here, or was that like a week 1 thing?
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was actually ready to go week 1 of group.
That is hilarious. Alright, so we're doing a bit of a fire sale here. Meanwhile, we're seeing Ansel get through these hair dryers. I do believe the hourglass went up, so it's just a matter of casting weak, pressing B to jump. Having a good time here.
Yeah, your eyes did not deceive you, chat. Cecil jumped. You can press B to jump in fights as well.
It usually takes me about 45 minutes to remember that you can do that, so I get it. Although I'm sure he wasn't jumping for tactical reasons.
Oh, absolutely not. Now, the interesting thing is when Cecil is covering while jumping.
So if someone attacks while he's in the air, he still covers?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
Does he, like, reappear on the screen to do the cover?
No, I think, like, the numbers don't even show up either. It's just, like, it flashes and nothing happens, and you just see Cecil's health.
That's great. I love video games sometimes.
Our tracker found it. Zot had the package.
Yes, it was Zot. Check the package and reset out of it. Okay, so he does have 8 key items? Still best just to go straight to E-Machine. I agree with this play myself. The amount of time it would take to potentially track down 2 key items is probably longer than the extra few D-Machines that you would take out.
Well, he's got the rat tail. Rat tail is the harp. Oh, thank you, Wanwei, you did have it first. But yeah, it has the rat tail, so I think that's where Jay Brown's probably heading now. Will our runners remember that Antlion Cave is out there?
Nope. No one's doing Antlion Cave.
Oh, if Antlion Cave is a Luka Key.
I mean, they do have go mode, so it's not as hilarious, but yeah, it's fading Antlion for 2 hours just to find your necessary go mode is always a fantastic time.
No, what would be interesting though is I think Luka Key would actually be faster than the Giant. Now, Giant's going to give you all the XP you need to finish the scene, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's where our runners haven't found Sirens. If they did do the Luka Key route, they might have to fight doors or something like that, which D-Machine is almost preferable to that.
Oh, D-Machine definitely preferable to doors, I think, even with 9 key items.
And meanwhile, Jay Brunter's just saying hi to Radia's mom. And bye, Radia's mom.
Yep, with the free key item on, unfortunately, Radia's mom doesn't give us anything, just Bedward does.
So Antidel is the first person on the Giant. This technically isn't the Giant percent race, but it does kind of have that feeling at the moment, so we're going to see what he finds for the first boss here as he makes his way through. Jay Brun hot on his heels.
So looks like we are going to get dueling 9 key item D-Machine grinds.
Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna see if either of them decides to beat the boss first, just to see if maybe they can punch their way through a water hag without grinding or anything of the sort here.
Yeah, you're looking for water hack. You're looking for dark imps. You're looking. Oh nope. Antidel says nope. Not having any of that.
Nope. Hi, confession time. I've never done the giant on push B to jump. I forgot you could just jump over the first boss there.
Oh. Let me tell you about Magus Sisters at the CPU spot. They're to have fun.
Answer a question in chat here. Why are we going giant here? So basically, this is 4 out of 5 objectives. So where neither runner has the Luca key yet, instead of hunting for the Luca key to do objective 2, they're just going to go through the giant, fight the second boss there, and that will give each of them their 4th objective that they need to get the crystal so they can actually fight Zeramis to win. Here we go. Here comes the D-Machine grinds.
Hopefully Antidel's got it. He was counting some steps. I saw him reset once. So J-Brown did his manipulation earlier. As long as J-Brown has not reset, he gets to keep that. So he's expecting the next fight to be a D-Machine fight.
Just hitting blind D-Machine fights are not that hard, but then again, there's a reason that I don't win these races, so I was just running blind.
Yeah, there is a chart. If you're new out there, we do have a Discord for Free Enterprise. Has a ton of information, ton of links to guides. One of them is the original D-Machine manipulation that Antidel used. It's a chart that you can follow to count your steps, count all that stuff. And then the other method, the outside Baron that J-Brown used, is also linked there. So if you're seeing this, you're going to be wowed by how much experience that our runners are about to get in such a short amount of time. That would be the information to get and check those resources out.
Look up your resources, get your charts. Don't be like me and just run into things hoping for the best. Because 90% of the time, that's not what happens.
Yeah, and as we're seeing right here, D-Machine is a pretty scriptable fight. This fire command that comes out is % base damage, so it's not going to kill our runners until it only does 10% of their health. 20%, yeah, 5 hits.
20%, yeah. But with that said, if you accidentally do things out of order where weak is not instantaneous, if you hit him with a physical attack, then he counters with a physical attack, and that will knock out one of your party members.
Oh, absolutely. You'll see some runners will like to throw a blink on Tella, make sure he can take that hit just in case. Or other runners like to live dangerously, like myself, and are not good at the D-Machine grind and still fail it very regularly.
Yes, when you're learning the D-Machine grind, one thing while you're learning, eventually you'll want to do it as fast as you can. But the first couple times you do it, if you have to take a break in between D-Machines to just kind of like heal up before you get to the next one, it's better than failing the whole D-Machine grind and having to do it all over again.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do in D-Machine is get one away and have something go wrong and you die and you have to redo it. That's the last thing.
So it's looking like this race is going to be very, very close, as Jay Thunder is also doing his D-Machine grind. So after this, presumably they're going to go fight the sisters and run through the lunar subterranean. By Zeramis there, we're looking at maybe under hour 15, hour 20 minutes for both runners here, which is pretty exciting.
Yep, and as always with our community races, the Mysidian Jump Club is not just these 2 races. We do have a number of other racers. No one has finished yet. We will let you know if somebody off screen does finish. But right now, it's anybody's race. Either runner can pull ahead here. It just comes down to the efficiency of this D-Machine run. Eternal 887, for the push me to jump flag, you actually can jump into Baron. You don't need the Baron key to liberate. So it allows you to just, jump over the guards in the front. You can walk in the moat and jump over the wall on the side. But you don't need the Baron key to get through. And once you beat that, it actually unlocks the shop as well within Baron Town.
And that spot only has 3,000 HP, and often it's easier than liberating Baron Inn. So once you have a little bit of loot, a little bit of equipment, you just jump right on the Baron Castle and get that done right quick. Meanwhile, we still have our dueling Getting Machine grinds here. I believe Antidale's been at it for a while. I'm not going to pretend I've been keeping count, but should be getting close to where he needs to be to at least defeat the Mega Sisters. I'm sure he probably wants to go a little higher, be ready for Zeramus right afterwards.
Yeah, with 9 key items, with you're not taking this Rydia to do, so we're not doing 20 key machines. I don't know. I haven't been able to watch. Well, Antidale's been. Oh yeah, I about made a classic blunder on season 3 of Mysidian Jump Club. The life glitch is not on. So that is why you have not seen either runner throwing out lives trying to get life glitches, because it's not on for Mysidian Jump Club season 3.
So the D machine grind got a little longer here, which is something we all love to see in this house.
Yeah, I would expect we probably see, the normal, 8 to 10. Even without that, 9 key items. Doesn't look like anybody except for Rydia is going to get slingshot. Well, she is going to get slingshot, though.
I feel like she's going to be put on the floor before the end of this fight.
I mean, between this and the CPU fight.
Even then, she still probably won't be at nuke levels. It's, I put a pretty good bet on Rydia about to hit the floor for the rest of the seep here.
Yeah, for J-Run, the thing that he's going to have to manage is his MP. Weak takes 25 MP for each cast. And he's only got one more ether. So he's going to have to either psych some MP from Borum or Edge or Cecil, which takes a while, as the chat was pointing out earlier. Or just going to have to end it early.
Ended a little early. Like, Mega Sisters are rough, but they're not unbeatable in that spot.
Yeah, I'm with you. We're not going to pretend that we counted how many D machines have died so far on either side. We're going to trust that the runners know, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're probably more professional than, like, say, someone of my caliber who I just do it until I get bored and then I finish it off. And usually it's enough. Sometimes it's not.
Wait, do you get bored after 4 like I do?
I think it's usually more about 8, but I've never counted, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point, Cat. Counting is Bahamut's job.
This is where we were going to talk about the weather, but the weather everywhere is indeed hot and humid, so not really much to talk about there either.
I mean, it's hot and humid for our runners too, with all these fires coming out.
Oh gosh, yes. Seems to be about as damaging to your well-being as well.
Dissatisfied? That's a really good point. Rydia versus Edge for our teams here. We haven't really found anything for Edge in terms of weaponry. So if Rydia does get nuked, then she's going to be able to provide a whole lot more in Zeromus than Edge would.
So the whole thing earlier with when Antidale gave away the Edge, and it was a little surprising, but yeah, you got to find the gear to make Edge good. Whether it's dartables or 2 swords or anything like that, if you don't have that in hand, he's not always the most tempting character to take.
Brave hero, you're the hero we need.
I don't know if we need to go to puns to pass the time here, but I guess that's where we're at now.
Hey, if chat does it, it's okay. It's when we do it is when people start booing us.
You know what? That's a good point. But yeah. Anyway, I believe that we should be done these grinds soon. It's been about 6 or 7 minutes.
I don't even have one to follow up with that. I tried to do another dragon one. I tried to do something about Antidale's Tella, using the Lilith Rod to do the psych instead of casting it. I had nothing.
Now it's little little behind the curtain peek on my brand here. I pretend that bee puns bother me. They don't actually bother me.
Why would they? They're fantastic!
Oh, how many D machines has this been now?
I'm gonna guess 13.
You know what? Let's go with that.
I mean, we know J-Brun's at least done 6, because he's out of ethers. And I saw 2 ethers.
I do like that we're kicking these dragons down on Antidale's side.
I mean, yeah.
That unarmed Cecil, he's just kicking the dragons. Not even like an axe or anything. Just getting in there, just kicking them in the head. Like, you weaken them, buddy, and I'll just go in and I'll just kick them.
I mean, we've got Rydia shooting arrows.
Let Rydia kick dragons. What's going on here now? Oh, another. We're doing some more draining of MP here.
There's the weak on the Searcher. J-Brun thinks he's done.
Alright. Gets one hit there, and we'll see how much experience he gets.
So that's it. Was that... I didn't see how many digits that was. Was that 300,000 or...
Anyway, Cecil's at level 48 now. So he's good. Everyone else is a leg and a little behind Cecil, but Cecil's the man that you want the experience on, so... Good enough for the Mega Sisters, probably good enough for Zeramis here.
Oh yeah, and also to note too, J-Brun was stealing sirens the entire time.
Oh, I did not notice that. So yeah, he can just pop a few eggs if he feels he's not ready or anything like that.
Yeah, that was a slingshot at Cecil that Antidale does not have on his side, because he got Cecil a lot earlier. J-Brun had 2 fights, Dwarf Castle, for, Cecil to gain XP, and he didn't get any.
So he's first into the Mega Sister fights. Mega Sisters fight. We'll see if the shorter grind pays off for him here.
Yep, meanwhile, Antidale is finishing up as well. Gonna be heading right on his heels.
Looks like he, yep, he grinded up a nuke there, so we're gonna be microwaving everything.
Yeah, this is I think this is gonna pay off for Antidale, because for this fight, Antidale peeked it beforehand. J-Brun did not, so Antidale's gonna have Quake for this fight.
Yeah, he's gonna have Quake, and also just like he's gonna have his first few turns planned out, whereabouts J-Brun is doing a little bit of improv here. He's doing some great improv, but he still has to do some improv here.
Yeah, darting when he can dart. He knows he's just got to get through this fight. This is a tough spot for this. So gonna try and get these fighters swinging.
Looks like he's making some decent progress there. And meanwhile, we're gonna go back to Antidale's side, and he's gonna be starting his fight in just a few seconds here. We'll see how he approaches this. If he just starts throwing the other sisters in the microwave, or what he has planned there.
What was Kane rocking there? Did he just come down from a jump for 600? Oh, he's got the hand axe still.
Oh, there you go. Get that white spear on him.
Good thing he got it. That was a heads-up play by J-Run. Noticed the damage disparity, knew the Berserk was coming, so I had to get him switched.
That was a good adjustment on fly here. Got some good improv going on here, which is really helping out a lot. Oh, was that only 200 damage?
May not be background glitch. We haven't seen it for packs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That must be what it is.
Oh! He didn't get an action off. He didn't actually click fight. He waited for the Berserk to go off, I think. So because of the way the Berserk glitch works, he was Berserk on his turn. He didn't actually do his action to set the stats for the White Spear.
Right. So it's like the Avenger glitch, but terrible.
Mm-hmm. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact same glitch, but it's the opposite effect of what you want.
So meanwhile, Antidale just taking out one of the other sisters there. He's gonna probably... Oh, prevents the wall cast. So the sisters are just going to be lighting each other on fire, which is always hilarious to see. But meanwhile, Jade Runter's the first through the fight here. Getting the last few levels he might need. We'll see if he pops a Siren on the way down to Z, or if he just goes for it.
Yeah, I wonder, did Antidale put the admin armor chat? Anybody? Did Antidale put the admin armor on Rydia to make sure she went first?
Going by that damage, I'm tempted to say yes, because I don't think she has a Stardust Rod or anything. And she needs to be getting that extra stat from somewhere.
Jade runs through. Gonna be getting his crystal here soon. As we said at the top of the broadcast, this is classic giant, so no character rewarded. Just gonna get the crystal and the objective.
Oh, this is a very close race, though, as Antidale is very hot on his heels with a slightly more powerful party here, so we'll see if the nuke is going to make up the time difference here, or what plays they make on their way down to Z.
Yeah, so this is going to come down to how good are you at jumping through the lunar subterranean, because there are a number of jumps that will take you through. Antidale has already jumped through LST once.
Yes, for anyone who's not familiar with push speed jump, if you find walking through the LST a little tedious after doing it so many times, throw on your push speed to jump flag, look up a video on all the different jumps you can do. It is fantastic. It's so much, there's diverse routing, there's shortcuts, there's all sorts of fun things you can do there.
Ooh, Tier 3's in the Hummingway shop. Oh, one little note, if you hadn't seen that, and when you jump on the moon, you do have a little extra arc on your jump. You know, that low gravity. Nice little touch with the push speed jump.
Until you go into lunar subterranean, and then it goes away.
Yeah, you can see the extra hop for on Antidale's side.
He is first in the lunar subterranean. It looks like he's just going to be running straight down, whereas Jade Runter is getting a little bit of prep in, buying some Tier 3 pots.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jade Run's edge only has a boomerang.
Yeah, it's not something you want to be taking to Z here, but yep, this is definitely Jade Runter's final descent here. Not even taking the whale, just jumping over the moon rocks. Unfortunately, did not jump over the character here unless he's looking for an anchor.
Yeah, that shopping and not skipping this cutscene is going to cost Jade Runter some time. Oh, Antidale. It's like, oh, gee.
Antidale just had a little brain moment there. Remembered that you can just jump through that little gap there, skipping the room entirely. Oh, and yeah, looks like we have an anchoring situation here on Jade Runter's side.
Yep, really nice there. Doesn't need, you know, haven't found a curse ring or anything like that. So taking the anchor, we don't need Tela for Zeromus. We've got Porum, so just needs to get these fighters zerked up. We had Bacchus wines for sale, so we'll see if that'll be enough.
And Antidale taking the safety save here, as I boo him thusly. I'm all for swag walking.
I mean, there's a time and place for swag walk. With the equipment that we're rocking, we're going in with a White Spear cane, which great, nice, and an Ogre Axe Cecil.
It is a great type of swag walk. I agree. See, like, look at this jumping through these last few floors. This is fantastic. Meanwhile, we have our first finisher off stream here. Poydrek has finished the race with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 20 seconds. GG's to Poydrek.
GG's, and we're starting to get some flags here as Antidale's been hopping around. Do you know what these flags are about?
I sure do. There are one of about 530 randomized sprites that Z has. We don't randomize anything about the final boss. We just randomize his forms, and there are no other memes associated with that whatsoever.
0 memes in this community. Nobody's heard of anything that would resemble a meme at all, right?
Exactly. So let's see which randomized sprite we have here today. Meanwhile, we're gonna get some gold dragons here. Do a little bit of a gold dragon grind on Jade Runter's side.
That's interesting. Was that a misclick to hit Porum, or? Oh, yeah, to probably get the cover.
Interesting way to get a free cover on somebody there. and then immediately loses the cover off Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Edge do 1 damage. What a lad. Anyway, let's see what that the Z sprite here is.
How cute is this butt?
Unfortunately, it's anime. Yeah. It's okay, we get to defeat anime on stream today. That's the important thing.
That's right.
So it looks like we're going with hybrid strats here. Some Zerk characters, and oh, what's this vampire here? Oh, nerfing the bang because he doesn't have a silk weapon. Gotcha.
Yep, and not gonna maybe worry about slows just yet, but does want to get the nerf out. Happens to hit the wall.
It's going to be a pretty classic hybrid fight here. Some reflected nukes, some Zerk boys doing the swinging. Meanwhile, we're going to see back on Jay Brunter's side how many gold dragons he's going to fight here. I feel like 2 or 3 encounters is going to be enough, but he knows his situation better than anyone, so we're going to see what he does here.
I think trying to get Porum over 1600 is really important, especially for Zeromas. While Porum's magic defense and magic evade is really high, you want that extra buffer. Porum with Sorcerer Robe, Lunar Staff, I don't know what other accessories that Jibron has found, but at least with those 2, Porum's going to be alright. It's alright.
Oh. Everything is going to be okay. So yeah, we'll see if he pops another Siren Hour after this. Going back to the Z fight here, looks like we've had... have we had our first big bang yet? Yes, Rudy has taken some damage here, so we've had our first big bang.
Yep, and had a Reflected Cure 4 already sent back. So we've got Berserkers going, we've got nukes flying, we've got Jay Brunter heading down.
Here we go, he's heading to his fight. We'll see if he uses the same jump route that Antidale has used, or if, we're gonna see how his jumps are. So he takes a slightly longer route there. See how he jumps down. Pretty similar routing otherwise here. There we go. A couple extra steps there, but these are good jumps. Good jumps.
Good hops all around.
Good hops all around. So we're going back to the Z fight here. We got another reflected nuke here. I feel like we must be close to phase 2, if not well into phase 2 at this point. Yeah, we got another Cure 4 coming out here. Going to be partially reflected, but everyone's going to be topped off for that extra 80 points of damage. I'm assuming this was supposed to be timed around a Big Bang that was mistimed, but it happens.
Oh yeah, it definitely happens. I am personally terrible at nerfing Big Bangs. I think I got them, and then I'm sorely mistaken.
So we got another shake here, as we get the big cinematic shake on Jay Brunter's side. And while we, as Jay Brunter enters his fight, we have a second place finisher with Flurry 14, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 1 second. GG's to Flurry 14. And Pancras finishing just a few seconds behind him at 1:12:13 as well.
Yeah, we've got to be getting close for Antidale to be finishing up here too, with these nukes, with these Berserkers going. Gonna be eating the Big Bang.
Ooh. We are in Zerker mode. Let's go. I love this. And then we got a little... Oh, that's a shade.
There it is.
Oh, and there it is. Yeah, that was the ending. Right on.
1 Ogre Act smash for 3K. Antidale is through with an official time, 1 hour, 12 minutes, 32 seconds. And GG's to Antidale. And we'll see about getting him in here for an interview.
3 finishers within 31 seconds. That's pretty cool. While we wait on Antidale to get his to come on in for an interview, or seeing Jay Brunter in the early stages of his Z fight here.
Trying to figure out what to do with this edge.
Yeah, not a lot to dart. Not really probably swinging for a lot of damage. Looks like he might just take whatever little damage he has there, all 400 of it.
And with that ding, we are joined by Antidale. GG's, Antidale.
GG's. And hello, Antidale. Do seem to have a little bit of an audio hiccup, so we'll just go back to the Z fight for a second here as Game Predator goes for the nerf on the first Big Bang here.
I probably still have my push to talk on for the last time I did something that required push to talk. Thanks for the GGs.
Welcome on in. How was that seed for you there?
That was pretty fun. I wish I hadn't fished so long for a 10th key item, because that definitely not coming up with that at the bottom of the moon really hurt. But overall, it was a fun seed. Really fast go mode, like this third season of the MJC seems to do a lot with the 4F5.
Yeah, it's been you ran a great race. We're curious here in the spoiler log of if there's anything in the Antlion cave, because neither you nor Jay Brunter went down there, I think.
I may or may not have cried out the word Antlion on stream like 4 or 5 times, like, Antlion!
I mean, it's there, but sometimes you have to channel your inner PK.
I mean, it says right there you've got 10 key items, granted it's a crystal, but still.
Yeah, it just would have been nice if they could just be like, oh no, you're gonna get this giant, it's fine. You've got Tella, you've got Weak, you've got 3 Ether 2s, you're fine.
Here's your
Let's go
payday
ahead
loan
and
on your
give this to you.
crystal.
So yeah,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so yeah, go mode at 32 minutes. Your hops as usual were great, Antidale. You didn't really miss a beat. So we saw that as we were talking, you were walking up the giants, like, oh, I was gonna check and see what's in the element spot, and you just hop right over it.
Yeah, if there's a life twoable grind there, it's still too long to do with just Tella as the only person who can do life 2s. So you're just gonna straight do D machines because you're not gonna get enough experience off of anything that's there.
Not fair enough. What was I gonna say? I had a question and then it left my brain because I am a professional.
I mean,
well, I know you're watching for the Antlion spoiler.
Yeah, I might be. I might be.
Tower key had in my pan. I could have done that for.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That would have been a lot less time than walking to the bottom of the moon for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we were.
It was pretty good odds. I can't blame you for that one.
Yeah, it seemed like the most odds in the least time, but just didn't pan out.
I was curious, Antidale. You had the levels at the time. Did you have any thought of maybe going up that tower with the CPU? You were pretty well leveled at that point. To tackle
Quorum was not well leveled at that point. And no healing on that CPU was going to be no fun.
That's also true. You got an adamant armor. What more do you need?
Yeah, but 10% is 10% with adamant armor. So just that was a non-starter. Like, I definitely was looking at what boss was there and seeing CPU is like, well, that one's dead. We're not going to do that unless we have to.
Everyone else is playing Final Fantasy IV and CPU is playing Final Fantasy Tactics Calculator.
Yeah.
Well, all in all, I feel like the Season 3 is off to a great start, Antidale. The flag set changes have been really great to watch here on stream and to play. You've done an excellent job as the creator of the Mysidian Jump Club. How are you feeling about this new season?
I like it. I think that the 4 and 5 is a nice change. We'll see what happens for Season 4 when that eventually comes around. But because we have a jumping flag in the ladder, and that's a pretty breezy, fun time with T Wildish and all the fun stuff that goes on there. I figured that this one, in order to differentiate itself, would have to be harder. So we turned on we turned off all the glitches. So sadly, that meant you had to watch a much longer D machine than anyone really wanted to.
Totally weren't struggling to fill time during that. What are you talking about?
No, not at all.
Hopefully, Jay Brun was doing something else other than a D machine, but if not, I apologize.
He was not.
So yeah, that just went on a little bit longer. Had the game cooperated and given me a 10th key item sooner, that would have been faster. But it's designed because we turned on, we have Giant as a callback to the first season. You turn off the life glitch to make the D machine not quite as dominant of a play, because otherwise it would be. This time there just happened to be no sirens that I could find, so we are good. You know, it's a good. I think there are a lot of interesting changes and stuff that we don't see too often to try and kind of keep the meta interesting and keep people guessing on where stuff could be or what everyone's route was.
So it's always good to keep these things changed up, just so people don't take the same routing over and over and the same grinds over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of good changes here. I like what I see here. This is actually my first time seeing the Mysidian Jump Club flag set. I played a little bit of Jump Club on the ladder, and I was like, I don't recognize some of this, but yeah, it was really interesting to just like see live, see how it's different, how it's more difficult, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like for the ladder, we don't have the unsafes turned on. We do here because it's an extra thing to keep track of. Because again, it's a little more challenging of a flag set, so you want to think about where my intended underground access might have been if I'm looking for a hook. And I realized that I had darkness in the overworld and hook was underground. Or magma was underground. That means I know my hook has to be on the moon somewhere. If you've cleared out the rest of the overworld stuff. So just ways to kind of keep people thinking about stuff in ways that we don't normally, but also not forcing you to go to the moon right away too.
Right. Oh, and it looks like Jay Brunter is through his sea fight, so imagine he'll probably come in for an interview in a second there, so.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you both for commentary. I'm sure I will enjoy watching it back. And thank you, of course, Joe Fuzz for doing first restream and Solaris for doing tracking and helping out. I'm sure it was a great broadcast. I hope you all have a great night.
Thanks, Infidel. GG's.
Yep, thank you, GG's, and have a wonderful evening. So yeah, we'll be seeing if Jay Brunter comes in for an interview in a few seconds here, or a minute, or however long. As we get all of our GG's in the race room here.
Yeah, so Fade and Antline was the right play. We didn't see that come across on the spoiler alert.
I'm still upset about it though, okay? Takes like 30 seconds when you have jump line. Well, you know, it could have been like a crystal sword or whatever.
Very well could have. Could have been that holy sword we never found, you know? And as with all of our restreams, though, Jay Brunter has declined an interview tonight. GG's to him, though. 6th place, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 4 seconds. Got through a very tough Zeromus fight. You know, we don't, you know, people always have a choice to come in for an interview or not, and he's declined. So that means we are coming up to the end of our broadcast.
So thank you all so much, everyone, for watching. Always happy to have you all here. Also, thank you so much for Bad Karma for all your help with commentary tonight. And again, for our restream team, Joe Fuzz, first time on the restream, excellent job in his part. And Solaris doing some excellent tracking as always.
And thank you, Poorly Drawn Bees. This has been an exciting time here in the booth. I hope everybody out in chat enjoyed it as well. I know I did. I look forward to doing this with you again.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
And this is not the end of Free Enterprise, though. It looks like we are going to be heading over to possibly Escorian, doing a Sea Hero race. It looks to be possibly where we're going.
So yeah, if we're all going to go all over there, just bring your pleasantries. Let's say hi to Escorian. You know, let her know that we are all rooting for her, and yeah. Have a happy time zone, everyone.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see you here next time. We do have Pink Buff League tomorrow. That'll be here on Free Enterprise at 8 o'clock.